Hey, what's up, guys? Build the universe. I'm gonna do the birth chart of Millie Bobby Brown. I took a minute to look at her planets. I didn't look at her house placements, but that's okay. We'll just discover her chart together. Okay, so first thing I see in this young lady's chart, honestly, can I be for real? Can I be real with you? I see a lot of violence. Yeah, violence. I see a lot of violence. Like not in a bad way, but I just see a lot of fight in her. There's a lot of fight in this chart. So here's where I see all the fight. Her sun is in Danishta, which is a star in Aquarius. So she's an Aquarius sun. And this is Vedic astrology. This is a different kind of astrology. This is an Eastern, ancient astrology, ancient Eastern Hindu, Indian astrology. So I highly encourage you to listen because they do their astrology based off where the constellations currently and accurately are. So anyway, yeah, her sun is in Aquarius, the star of Danishta. The star of Danishta is ruled by Mars. So when you're ruled by Mars, you have a very lean body, and you have a really high metabolism, and you have a lot of stamina. You have a lot of energy. You can do a lot of things, and especially since this star is in the fourth Navamsha of Scorpio, right? Yeah, Scorpio. So not only is this good for making lots of money, but also it's really good for fighting, and it's really good for killing and death. I know that's very morbid, but this actually makes a lot of sense because, you know, actors do their best when they can really be themselves or see themselves in characters, and and 11 from Stranger Things, her character from Stranger Things, this bitch is bad. Like she kicks ass. I mean, you should see the show, man. She's like defeating Gormagons and mind flayers and all types of like spider people shit. I mean, it's crazy, and it's all her doing it. So yeah, this star of Danishta is a warrior star. Mars does really really good in Danishta, um, because this is like the exaltation of um, Mars. Mars in other stars can tend to be more immature fighters. So people who like get angry and start to fight. But this fighter is someone who controls their violence in a very calculated way. Also, this is a good placement for making a lot of money. I think I just said that. Anyway, sorry. Oh, but what also is good for occultic things. Things because it's in the fourth Navamsha of Scorpio. Scorpio is the occultic. It's the it's the opening yourself up spiritually so that but you're opening yourself up spiritually through occultic matters. And all occult means is unseen. So you're someone who it likes to dig to the bottom of things. She makes a very good detective. You can't lie to her, stuff like that. The other um, violent fighting placement I saw is that her actual Mars, is in Aries. So Mars is in her own sign right here. Mars is the best in Mars in Aries, Scorpio, Capricorn, um, fire signs, and Mars loves to be in this specific star of Budani. This star, Budani, which is a star in Aries, it's in the stomach of the ram. Uh, this makes these women very sensual and very beautiful and very like sexy, very feminine, very soft, very supple on the outside, especially this first Navamsha of Leo. That means that this person is very kind of I mean I hope she's legal because anyway, this means that this person has a very sexy body and that she doesn't mind showing it because it's very sexy body because it's Aries and the star of Budani, and then it suggests that he likes to show it or is comfortable showing it because it's in the first Navamsha of Leo, and Leo is a show off. So this person also because it's Mars and it's sitting in its own sign, it's really Again, a lot of stamina. This person can work out, is really, really good. This person could be in a sports team. This person can be in the military. Like, I'm telling you, this chick is bad. Her Mercury is ruled by Mars. Again, it's in the same star as her sun, Dhanishta. And I should tell you about Dhanishta again. Dhanishta is a very beautiful woman. So the astrologer Claire Nocte has concluded in her studies that Dhanishta, meaning the famous one in Hindi, um, Cindy Crawford, a lot of Victoria's Secret models, a lot of them have heavy Dhanishta placements, and it's also a very and I don't see this in her in Millie Bobby Brown, but according to Claire Nocte, there's a type of like sexual magic that these women are very good at, and they're very good at tantra and like tantric sex. So I don't really know about that part, but that's just what I heard from the astrologer Claire Nocte. But a lot of really like high fashion supermodels have this Dhanishta star. Okay, that's Dhanishta, Bharani. This is three violent stars already. Moving on, we have another violent star. Her Jupiter is in Leo, and it's in Purva Falguni. Purva Falguni is ruled by Venus, and Venus is actually a deadly star. It's very beautiful, but it's also very deadly, and people don't realize this. So, um, Venus in ancient Hindi, when you want to look at your death, you look at the Venus ruled houses. So you look at the second house, which is ruled by Taurus, and you look at the seventh house, which is ruled by Libra. So death actually has a lot to do with Venus. Um, and even the star I was mentioning, that star in Aries, Bharani, the Hindu god ruling over that is Yama, the god of death. So there's a lot of death surrounding Venus. So her Jupiter is in Leo, which is the sun, ruled by the sun. But her star, the specific star, is Purva Falguni, which is ruled by Venus. So there's death associated with that. So 9/11 was during the sun was under Purva Falguni, this same star. So a lot of military people are this star, Purva Falguni. Tim Kennedy, if you look him up, Tim Kennedy, he's like a ultra conservative, like a former Navy SEAL or Green Beret actually, and he's like tough, man, and he's a very violent person. He's openly admitted to killing people overseas while he was in Iraq. And he has his moon, I think, in this placement, Purva Falguni. Okay, next, that's 5 violent stars. Wait, 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, next violent star is the 5th violent star. My gosh, girl, is a star called Ardra. Ardra is Betelgeuse, is the star Betelgeuse. So this is sitting in the Orion's belt. But classical astrology assigns this star to Gemini, and they are very close to each other. So I can see how back in the day, to the naked eye, how Betelgeuse seemed like it was also part of Gemini. But anyway, yeah, this is the star Betelgeuse, and historically, I've researched this star. There are so many like deathly, murderous, bloody mythology associated with the star Betelgeuse. It's a red star in general, and it kind of flickers the light of Betelgeuse from the star, and so because of that, there's so much mythology talking about blood running and stuff like that because of the fact that the red light, the glow of Betelgeuse, it kind of it pulses in and out. Now, what's also interesting, I'd like to say, is that in South African mythology, they called this red star Betelgeuse, which is Ardra. They called it the predatory gaze of the lion. So that means so. And what's so interesting is that I've actually recently done a big study on movies that are about lions, because I think it's so fascinating because they're very brutal creatures, but they're not evil. You know what I mean? they have this great power to destroy, but they're not evil. So, I was looking it up, and you know what? The most dominant star I found was this star of Ardra. Ardra, it was how they say it in Hindu, and then nowadays we know it as the star Betelgeuse. So that's the fifth. Uh, that's the fifth violent star. Let's see. The next violent fucking star. Oh my god! Oh my, seven violent stars. There's only nine fucking planets. That's crazy. Okay, so anyway, the next one is Rahu, the north node of the moon, which is again in Bharani. So she's got Rahu conjunct Mars. That means that see, Rahu likes to cast illusions, and it's conjunct her Mars, which is the part which is the planet that shows off their sexy body. So here's what's interesting. I know that she does show off her figure like in real life, but I also know that her hair is like really long and blonde, and she really does it up with the nails, and she's very fabulous actually. Which is not Eleven's character. You know what I mean? Eleven's character forces Millie Bobby Brown to really, I feel like, exercise the fight in her. But I feel like overall, I don't know her ascendant, but overall, Millie Bobby Brown, at least in public, is like kind of a fabulous girl. So so that kind of makes sense that she's got Rahu conjunct Mars. Rahu ruling beauty and like beautician type of things, and then conjunct Mars, which is like the body. So I find that very interesting. Now her Ketu, which is the south node, is in Vishaka. Now Vishaka, first of all, Ketu is your past lives. All right, and then Vishaka is a star within Scorpio. Okay, it's the actual pinchers or the claws of Scorpio. So this star, even in Arabic astrology, has been known to be very poisonous. Is known to not be a toxic person. That's not what I mean. But what I mean is they strike, and they strike and they kill. They are very good at making executive moves, and when they do make executive moves, it's very deadly moves. Like they hit it spot on, like direct hit. Like this person, this suggests that in a past life, this woman knew how to be rich, knew how to make money. She was a giver. She was a family person, but also you didn't want to fuck with her in a past life. Actually, this person, it's funny because this person has the capacity for marriage from this in the past life, but this star actually is not good for marriage because it's such a biting, such a very sharp edge type of energy here. So she's got so much kick ass, badass placements in her chart. Where am I? How many minutes am I at? How many minutes am I doing? 13 minutes? Okay. Okay, lastly, and I hope you hear me out. I hope you're still listening. Now, lastly, it's so interesting how there's so many like violent, badass stars. Her moon, which is the most intimate planet in your chart, her moon is in the very feminine Shravana. Shravana is a star in Capricorn. So she's a Capricorn moon, okay? With the star of Shravana. According to the astrologer Claire Nocti, Shravana people are always associated with higher beings or with major psychic receptivity, has a very finely tuned inner ear. And that's why these people are so psychic, so receptive. A lot of people who are Shravana moon are described as the chosen one because these people have been through one in a million type of situations. I can't even begin to tell you. So like real life people who have been like shamans or type of like magical people, psychics, those type of people is really heavy in this star of Shravana, which is ruling over her moon. It's in the constellation of Capricorn. So here's the other cool thing. In the Stranger Things show, that's what she is. She's like this magical psychic person. I don't know how magical and psychic she is in real life, but that energy is really shining through in her character. So, um, yeah. So I'm glad I explained that. So it's interesting how there's that balance there, kind of a balance. There's so much like fight here that it's like, where does this person get feminine? And her moon, it's in the very, very, very feminine Shravana. Shravana is ruled by the moon. So her moon placement is ruled by the moon. So this is double moon energy. And this makes someone very, very intuitive and psychic. I actually have a very similar placement. There are three stars that are ruled by the moon: Hasta, Shravana, and Rohini. And she's got one of the stars, and I have the other star. They're all in the Earth sign. So Shravana, which is Millie Bobby Brown's star, is in Capricorn. My star, Hasta, is in Virgo, and then Rohini is in Taurus. It's in all the Earth signs. So these very, very psychic stars. All right, guys, we're already at 15 minutes. I think we might even be at 16 minutes. Yeah, we are. All right, guys. Hope that was enough. Love you. Bye.